Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So today is November 28th. It is my birthday today. I am 26 years old. So I was figuring I'm going to take my camera along with me and just show you how I'm celebrating my birthday today during COVID. Fun times. So I was kind of stuck between either going to the city, Manhattan, or to Brooklyn. And the more I was thinking about it, the more I was just like, there's not going to be much in Manhattan. The tree at Rockefeller Center is there, but they're not done like decorating it or anything like that. So I'm just like, do I really want to drive my car to Silver Lake Park, park it there, wait for the bus to catch the ferry, wait on a half-hour ferry ride? Like, I didn't feel like it. So instead, I'm actually going to be going to Brooklyn today. The specific part of Brooklyn I'm going to go to is Bay Ridge. That is where I am originally from. That's where I grew up for half of my life before I moved out here to Staten Island. So I figure I just want to spend my birthday, wandering around and just exploring where I grew up and see how much has changed, because I haven't been to Brooklyn in a very long time. And I'm going to take you guys with me, so I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I finally made it to Bay Ridge, and the thing that's irritating about Bay Ridge, or just New York in general, is just the parking. It is so hard, especially in like Brooklyn, to find parking spaces. Like, I parked near like this little house. The sign says no parking Tuesday from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. So I should be fine. It's a Saturday, so I see other cars parked here. Like, I really don't think anyone's gonna do anything to it. If anything, they'll probably just come and give me like a ticket or something like that. I hope nothing really happens to it, but if it does, oh well. Bay Ridge is basically just a little teeny tiny part of Brooklyn along the water. It's very, very close to Staten Island. If you go down to, Shore Road down by the waterfront, you can see right across to Staten Island, and you can also see the Verrazano Bridge, which leads from Brooklyn to Staten Island. Yeah, they're basically only like a few avenues, like 5th Avenue, 4th Avenue, 3rd Avenue, and then you just kind of keep walking down till you get to Shore Road. If you keep walking in the opposite direction, you're gonna get closer to like the Diker Heights, Fort Hamilton area. If you walk kind of more further like into Brooklyn, you'll head over into Sunset Park. We're pretty much on the border with Sunset Park and all the other parts of Brooklyn. But I mean, honestly, like I said, I grew up here for most of my life before I moved out to Staten Island, and it's just the perfect balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not too busy and bustling, kind of like the city. If you go on to like maybe 3rd or 4th, 5th Avenue, you get a little bit more of that city vibe. There are lots of shops, lots of cafes and bars and restaurants, so you feel like you're kind of in a city more. Whereas if you go off of the avenues, kind of like where I'm parked right now, it's more quiet. You feel kind of like you're in a more suburban type of environment. Nice houses, especially down by the waterfront. Oh my gosh, those houses are huge, but they also cost millions of dollars. They are super duper expensive. But it's just like a little balance between the two, because it's not too busy and too loud, but it's also not too quiet, like you're out in the middle of nowhere. If you want some peace and quiet, you can walk down to the waterfront. You can come and walk along like this little neighborhood area where nobody is really on the streets. But if you're looking for a little spice in your life, a little something, like you want to go check out a pizzeria, or go to the Salty Dog, which is like a big bar here in Bay Ridge. Like everyone knows the Salty Dog. It's like, it was an old firehouse, and they converted it into like a little bar, which is really, really cute. But when I was growing up here, obviously I wasn't old enough to drink. But now that I am old enough and it's my birthday, should I go get a drink? I don't know. We'll see. It's like 8:49 in the morning. It's really, really early for a drink, but we'll see how I feel. But easily walk the entirety of Bay Ridge. Like, even though it may seem very big, especially when you look at it on a map, but in reality it's really not that big. And you have so much variety here. You have Italian places, Chinese places, you know, Japanese restaurants, Russian, you know, Thai, like there's just everything. So you really feel like you're kind of in the city, but you're not actually in the city's city, which is great about Bay Ridge. Here we are in Bay Ridge. It is so quiet, except for that little screech, probably from a truck or something like that. But look, nobody's out on the streets. It is so quiet here. I love it. You can actually hear the birds chirping. Yet you wouldn't think you're in like Brooklyn, like a city, you know. Kind of contemplating if I want to take you guys down to Shore Road, or if I want to take you to see where I used to live in my school. I think because since they're just a block away, I'll just show you that, and then I'll walk down to the waterfront, and then I'll just walk back up. Woohoo! So this is where I used to live many years ago when I was younger. And I had a friend who used to live right there in that apartment building right across the street. And then I had a teacher who used to live right there. And that's my little elementary school over there. So that is where I used to live. And then here's my school. And it's so funny because most of the time I just never woke up on time to go to school, because I used to stay up very late, and my parents would be like, what are you doing with your life? Wake up for school. Let's see, here we go. I mean, I'm pretty glad that they're kind of stepping it up. You know, they painted those little murals and whatnot and put in little benches and whatnot, but none of that was there when I was younger. That's okay, you know, because back in the day you had to actually use your imagination to play, you know, and had many good times here. But after this, I'm just going to walk down towards the water because it's absolutely beautiful. You can see not only the Verrazano Bridge, but you can also see Manhattan off in the distance. You get a beautiful view of the Hudson River. And yeah, can't wait to show you. So another thing I forgot to mention about Bay Ridge is the fact that it feels like a small town in the sense that you feel like you know everybody. Everybody knows each other, and the grandmothers, literally speaking. So even though you may move out and then return for a visit, you probably see a familiar face here. And I love the fact that, you know, it's not a place where people just kind of grow up and don't get to know each other or their families. Like, this is a very small, kind of well-knit community in the sense that people know each other. You know, my mom went to school, you know, with friends that grew up into adults like her, and they were still friends, you know, and then we knew their kids, and then they knew us, you know. So it's just like a great place to really connect with others and to feel like you're kind of part of a community, like a small little family, in like a city-esque environment. Okay, so we made it down to Shore Road. It only took a couple of minutes. So I'm going to kind of walk to the little park and show you guys around. Now, back when my grandma was growing up, this whole area, like where you see and hear like the traffic and whatnot, that used to be a beach actually. Like on the video cassette tapes, like my grandma had footage of them going to the beach and just having a grand old time. But over time, obviously they kind of built that up and built the BQE, which is right over there off into the distance. Can't really see it right now, but the Brooklyn Expressway is now there that connects Brooklyn to Queens, so it is no longer a beach anymore. However, this area right here is just beautiful, and let's go exploring. So I already regret wearing this coat because it is getting quite warm now, but that's okay. I enjoy it. Most of the time, it's never this warm on my birthday, but that's okay. So we are still along the path to Shore Road Park, but this is like a little baseball field back there. And I remember coming down here with my school. They would take us to have like little activities and half days here. We could play sports and just have fun. I remember my dad bringing me down here when I was younger, and we would just play soccer together and just spend most of our time here. But yeah, you can tell it's getting a little bit noisy now because we're near the expressway, but that's okay. So I just came across this little bridge right here, and if you keep walking along the Shore Road Park, you will eventually get to a little set of stairs, and you go up it, go over the bridge, you can see the Brooklyn Express Parkway, and then if you look to your left, you will see the lovely Goethals Bridge right there, and the Hudson River that connects Brooklyn to Staten Island. But I don't know if you can see it, but if you go off into the distance over there, you can see that is Manhattan. And the beauty part about this is that you can walk along the waterfront, so you can get amazing views and get a little bit of exercise. So you're basically just walking around like the outer perimeter of Bay Ridge. So that was a beautiful little walk along the boardwalk per se and onto the pier. So there is like a little ferry that kind of comes and docks out of here, and it kind of takes you alongside the river and probably up into Queens a little bit, then it brings you back down. But I took pictures of the map so you can see it here for yourself, the route. And there's also like a little 9/11 memorial in the center of the pier as well, that kind of commemorates all the lives that were lost on September 11th. But really picturesque, beautiful, a little bit smelly, but still beautiful nonetheless, of a place to come and visit. When I said these houses are big and beautiful, I meant it. Look at that house. That is insane, but I'm pretty sure it's very expensive. I've just completed my long little walk through this little park called John Paul's Park, I believe. There's like cannons in the background over there, and there's like a little monument right off to the side right here, which kind of commemorates all the people who fought in the Great World War, I believe, World War I or World War II, one of those world wars. But anyways, that is just, it is huge. And now that I'm done with that, I'm just going to walk along 4th Avenue and show you. So I said I was going to walk along 4th Avenue, but I kind of changed my mind. I'm gonna just kind of zigzag up the avenue. So we were on 4th Avenue for a little bit, and then I walked up to 5th Avenue, and the really, really busy part of 86th Street, where you saw has a lot of shops, a lot of stores, so you can go shopping, you know, get some fast food or anything like that. Pretty much when you are here and you want to do some shopping or anything like that, 86th Street is where you go to for all of your shopping needs. And normally it is like 10 times as crowded, 10 times as packed, but because of Corona and whatnot, it's not as crowded as it usually is. But it usually is so jam-packed, and it's very, very difficult to just walk around and try to get anything accomplished. But now we are once again on a quieter street. I walked up 5th Avenue for about a couple of blocks. Now I'm going to go down to 4th Avenue again, walk down for a couple more blocks, go down to 3rd Avenue, walk a couple of blocks, and then, I don't know, maybe go up to 4th Avenue or just stay on 3rd Avenue. We'll see, but getting pretty hungry, so I think eventually I will stay on 3rd Avenue just to get like a bite to eat. Here I am along 3rd Avenue. It's a little bit noisier than the side streets, but that is okay. So I'm going to stay on here. I'm going to get a bite to eat, and then I'm just going to head home because my battery is almost running out on this. I can't vlog much more, and besides, my feet and hip flexors are getting pretty tired, so I'm going to end it pretty soon. But look at that. So there was a slight change of plans. The pizzeria that I love to go to is not there anymore, so I had to go and get this other pizza here, but that's okay. I'll taste it and see how it tastes, but I think it'll be pretty good because there's nothing like New York pizza, honestly, and if you come here you just have to try one of the little family-owned pizzerias for pizza. It's really, really good, but I'm going to get into my car and show you this. Is really, really good. So we have the pizza. I haven't opened it yet, Probably should have done that before I started recording, but that is okay. So when you come to New York, you're going to see a lot of deals at the local pizzerias that are going to say 2 slices and like a bottle of water or a can of soda for like $5, or maybe like 2, slices of pizza for, maybe like $1 or some change, depending on the neighborhood, the location, the deal. But overall, you're going to see a lot of those deals at the pizzerias, and I would recommend that you take that offer, because if you find a really, really good pizzeria, not only are you getting 2 slices, and they're not like baby slices, they're like pretty decent sized slices, and like a drink for like $5 or under, depending on where you are. You can't really beat that. And it's New York pizza. Like, who doesn't love New York pizza? So let's open it up and see. I got the special. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Beautiful. So I got 2 slices of pizza and this bottle of water for $5. No tax, no anything. It's not the same family-owned pizza as when I was younger growing up here. It is a different name. I don't remember. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the pizza that I ate before I actually drive back to Staten Island. So the pizza was okay. It's definitely not the worst pizza in the world, but it's definitely not the best I've ever had. And I don't know if it's because it was just sitting out for a while. Like, they baked it early in the morning and it was just kind of sitting out waiting for someone to pick it up. But when I fold it, because that's like such a New Yorker thing to do, you don't just eat it like as a triangle, you fold it over and then you just eat it with one hand. But when I was eating it, like, the cheese was just solid and it just kind of started lifting up from the pizza. Like, it wasn't gooey, it wasn't like melted into the pizza. Like, it was just like a flat, piece of thing that just started to lift up over the pizza when I would fold it. And they heated it up too, so it should have been, a little bit more gooier than that, because I didn't walk for long. I literally walked like 2 minutes to my car from the pizzeria, so it should not have cooled that quickly, and just kind of started lifting like that, which I thought it was pretty interesting, because I know the pizzeria that was there from before, when you would do that, like, it was never like that. But anyways, yeah, that's my little 2 cents on the pizza that I had. So yeah, that pretty much concludes my birthday vlog here in Bay Ridge in Brooklyn. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. If you are returning, welcome. I'm happy to have you back. But no matter who you are, no matter if you're new or returning, please hit the like button and click the little bell to receive notifications every time I upload a vlog or anything else travel related. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!